So I've always been inflexible. In fact, I've never been able to touch my toes. And I've tried getting into stretching multiple times, but I've always found it so boring and so painful that I've just stopped doing it. My inflexibility has led to some problems in my triathlon training. Especially my hips and my knees are often in pain when I'm running. So, when Skill Yoga suddenly sent me an email asking if I'd like to try their yoga app to cure my injuries and increase my running performance, it was like a sign from above. So without hesitation, I accepted their offer and used their app every day for 30 days to do yoga. And oh boy, am I happy that I did it. First, I set some benchmarks. Here's me trying to touch my toes. Yeah, it's not looking good. Well, here's me doing the downward dog, a basic movement in yoga. You're supposed to have a straight back and straight legs, so this is not even close. And here's me doing the cat-cow pose. And yes, I should be able to join my hands, but it's far from it. And finally, here's me doing a crow pose. Wow, that's just amazing. I did do some other poses too, but the results were equally bad.
It's not possible, what?
So these benchmarks were as terrible as I had expected. And I was really hoping that yoga would be the key that unlocks my flexibility. But as it seems to be with many of my challenges, the start was not promising. Right, so we have our exercise mat, some water. That's all I need. Let's just start training.
I can barely move. I can't do this. This leg should be straight. I'm not even kidding. This is how far I can go. Compare this to the yoga coach. I hear a cracking sound in my hip. Well, this is something. Oh my goodness. Right leg forward. Hi there. This is one of the toughest things ever. I can't do this. One. Ready. Massage back. This is good. Even when it might look weird. It's not easy. It's not easy. I did not know that yoga is this tough. I thought it's all about like stretching and breathing, but no. Whew.
So after 5 sessions, I finished the beginner's program in the app. And the way the app works is that after each session, the app asks for feedback. Questions such as, was the session tough? And did I like it or not? Well, my regular answer was that yes, the session had been tough. So after 5 sessions, the app actually recommended that I should stick to the beginner's program. But I felt an urge to explore and decided not to give a crap about the suggestion and move on to even harder yoga sessions. First, I started doing some intermediate mobility sessions.
Oh, that's impossible. Hold on. I can't do that. I can't. Oh.
Then close and place your forehead on the ground.
Or maybe not.
This was not what I thought this would be. I thought this would be just like flexibility.
Just make sure you're feeling the stretch, not in the knee, but in the area of the right buttock.
Yes, my right buttock is on fire.
Oh, this is good.
That was good. That was good. But I'd say that this wasn't as tough as my previous workouts. Yesterday, I did 1,000 pull-ups. And now, every single muscle in my upper body is aching.
Okay, let's do this. Oh. Ooh.
Stay here and hold for 30 seconds.
What? 30? I can't even do 5. I can't do this for 30 seconds.
I would say the basic flow, the vinyasa is getting better, or easier at least. Also, one of the most basic movements is the downward dog, and it's getting easier too. And I feel like this really has helped with 2 of the main problems I have, which are the lack of mobility in my shoulders and my legs. There's still a lot of work to do. And then I moved on to improving my non-existent strength with strength sessions. It might not seem tough, but holding positions like this while doing some superhuman dive bomber style Hindu push-ups is really, really, really tough.
Oh.
Repetitions. 3 more.
Oh. This is like calisthenics.
10, 9,
through handstand. Well, I'll just do it, you know. Why not? Look at me, I'm sweating like a pig. So if you want yoga to be challenging, it damn sure can be challenging. No matter what your current fitness level is, you can get one tough workout just by doing a yoga session. Woo!
And by the way, I'm not the only one who thinks that yoga is tough. I asked you guys to share your experiences with this yoga habit, and most of you said that it was tougher than you had thought. For instance, 8 miles wrote that he could not do all the yoga poses even though he has been doing Thai boxing for several years now. I've done some Thai boxing and I can tell you it is tough. And if a Thai boxer tells me that yoga is tough, it most probably is tough. Then, as if the strength sessions had not been hard enough, I decided it was time to start learning some expert level yoga skills. Well, you can guess how that went. One of the hardest skills you can learn is the handstand. And well, I've always wanted to learn handstand. So let's dive into the deep end of the pool again and let's start with an expert skill. Warming up.
First step. Use one leg to kick yourself up to the wall.
What?
Straighten the
What the?
down. It's up. To your hands and kick for 10, 9, 6.
I'm not even there yet. Wait.
Move a little closer with your hands.
Okay.
Your whole body is in a straight line.
No, it's not. Oh, that is so hard. Yeah, my mobility and flexibility and strength, they're not enough for a handstand yet. Now that I'm a bit wiser than last time, let's try an easier skill. Let's try the crow pose, which is only an intermediate skill. Let's go.
Then lift the other leg off the ground for the crowd pose.
Wow!
Position for a second.
Wow, I'm doing it!
Squat position.
Woo!
Rest and loop.
Okay, so at this point it probably seems that yoga is nothing but endless amounts of grunting, sweating, and pain. But of course that's not true at all. I was just focusing on those tougher sessions because quite frankly, I was enjoying them. But you can make yoga a lot easier too. For instance, I often did some easier stress release yoga sessions to enhance my recovery.
Why are you so twisted? There we go. On some days you just really need to recover. Today is one of those days. I've done 3 weeks of intense training for Ironman, and this is a recovery week, and more specifically a recovery day. But sitting on a couch just watching Netflix, it doesn't really help recovery. But again, yoga has you covered, because it is an excellent tool for active recovery. So today I'm doing the stress release and relax yoga session. Finally a session that even I can do. This sort of active recovery makes me feel a lot better than, say, watching a Netflix series. Watching Netflix makes me feel lazy and unproductive, whereas yoga makes me feel refreshed and productive. Huh.
And again, we find ourselves asking the burning question. What were the results after 30 days? Well, first, let's see how my flexibility improved. Here's me trying to touch my toes before the challenge. And here's me doing it after the challenge. Now, pause right there. Pause right there for a moment. Do you see that? Do you see what I see? Because I think it looks an awful lot like I'd be touching the ground. So for the first time ever, I'm able to touch my toes. And that's pretty huge. The other yoga poses had also improved, even though it wasn't so apparent. And I do have to say that my cow face pose had not improved at all. So I need to do some more work on my shoulder mobility. Okay, so even though I can touch my toes now, the changes in my flexibility weren't that huge. But we're only talking about 30 days here, which is a really short time to see any improvement in flexibility and mobility. So in that perspective, it's a really good result. And of course, yoga is not only about flexibility. Actually, it's only a minor part of it. There were various other benefits too. One of the biggest benefits was the increase in my running performance. And this is what I mean. This is an audio recording from one of my running sessions. So I've been running for an hour now, and normally at this point I get this pain in my hip, but now there is no pain. And I'm not saying that it's only because of yoga, but I'm pretty sure that it really has helped me open my hips and improve my running performance. Alright, I'm out.
And that's not all. For me, and apparently for you guys too, yoga was a huge mood booster. That was actually pretty amazing. Shavasana! Feel fresh, I feel calm. Morning sun on my face. Shavasana! Birds singing. Shavasana! You got to love this. That was a really, really good start for my morning. And you guys found so many other benefits too. Anthony Watts found that it helped him recover after running. Where at Blank 16 liked the fact that yoga doesn't take that much time and that you can vary the length of your yoga sessions easily. Johanna loved the feeling you get when you successfully do a new pose. And yeah, I totally agree. I also love that feeling. And Ilma found that yoga made her more productive and helped her cope with stress. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, but you get the point. And I'm really happy that you found all these benefits from this simple habit. It's actually quite hard to come up with any negatives. Well, okay, you could say that one negative is that you need to do yoga quite a lot to see any real results. But that's how it is with almost any physical exercise. And finally, if you've never done yoga before, it might take some time to get used to the new poses. But that's why we have apps like Skill Yoga that help you get started. In conclusion, yoga was pretty awesome. It seems that yoga improves my flexibility and my running performance, so I will continue doing it. I'm sticking. And if you haven't tried yoga yet, I highly encourage you to do it. And it's really easy and simple with the Skill Yoga app. And if you are interested in starting this new habit, you can redeem a free month with Skill Yoga by using the link in the description. And yes, I will receive a small commission if you redeem your free month. So you are simultaneously supporting this channel. Thank you for that. Finally, I want to repeat what I said on Instagram. So once again, thank you for all the 300 participants. I would say this was a really successful first run with this habit challenge. And we'll keep doing it, for sure. And even if you didn't do all your planned yoga sessions, I think just participating in this challenge is a success. Yoga isn't easy, so even if you just did one session, consider yourself a badass. And you probably learned something new in the process. So hats off for you guys. If that's how you say it. There's actually nothing on the screen, so I've just been staring at this the whole time. So thank you. I'll announce the next habit challenge on Instagram pretty soon. So thank you for watching, thank you for participating, and stay tuned for more in the future. Subscribe. But this just got me excited, because I really want to achieve the mobility, the flexibility, the strength required for that workout. That's why I'm gonna keep doing yoga. I'm terrible at it, and that means there's a lot of room for improvement. Whew! That's the way I like it.